that was published a couple years ago that I need to talk about.
First of all, excuse the voice. It's shot. There's a video on it. I did a video. Go find it. Anyway, so I saw your video and I was like, dude, I love when people try to watch videos and they just, well, movies, and they just don't get it. For starters, all those movies were made between the 90s and 2000s. By the mid-2007s. I think the last one is Dude with My Car, and that was, what, 2005, 2006? Those movies were of their time. You gotta admit that. Like, any movie that you watch pre-2007, they were of their time. They are the movies that you leave then and call it a day. I recently tried to watch American Pie for the first time ever. I made it to like the first 20 minutes and I was like, I can't do this. It is so bad. I got up to the American scene, not the American scene, the computer scene where one of the dudes is trying to film the foreign lady in his bedroom. I got up to that scene and then I switched it off because I was like, I can't do this. Like, I was too young to join the American Pie hype. Like, I was probably like 7 when it came out. So it just wasn't for me at that time. And I can't watch it now because I know it's just going to be so bad. And Clueless, I worshipped Clueless. How amazing is Alicia Silverstone? Like, that was my movie as a kid. And I haven't rewatched it lately. But I know my sisters, my 15-year-old and 11-year-old sister have both seen it. And they seem to love it. It is, look, as an Australian, Clueless takes the mickey out of itself. It takes the mickey out of American high school. It takes the mickey out of 2000s and the 90s. You just take it for what it is. And Dude, Where's My Car? Okay, so I watched that a couple of years ago. Sorry, my voice is so bad. I watched that a couple of years ago. I watched the whole thing and I went, no, this is not a movie that you watch in the 2020s. This is a movie that you watch back then and leave it as it is. I remember my dad and I endlessly watching that movie when I was a kid. So, like, it's a 2000 movie. It is definitely a movie that I feel like you have to be high to some element because it's so out of its element. It's a comedy. It's a 2000s comedy. Leave it there. If you want to watch movies and then, like, review past movies, you have to watch them with an open mind. I watch movies from the 60s, and as much as I cringe during those, I go, well, those were 60s movies. During the 60s, that was normal. It's 2000s and 20s now, and we know that it's not normal, but you have to understand that during the time period it was released in, everything about it was normal. Everything about it. We took the mickey out of other states. We took the mickey out of ourselves. Some comedy films are very self-aware, like Austin Powers. That movie still holds up. Do not judge that movie. I swear I will come through my phone and come for you. But that movie still holds up, and that's taking the mickey out of spy movies, in particular James Bond, and we know how problematic that can be, and that's still going. So, you know, it's a educational thing to rewatch it now, but don't judge what we watched. We know it's bad, okay? Just leave us alone, alright? Cool? Yeah, I'm gonna go voice my throat. That didn't sound right. Bye.